Hey folks, this is Matt once again with just sort of a vlog, what's coming up next, letting you know on a couple things. A very, very, very small DVD Blu-ray update, and I do mean small, it's only like 3 things. uh, talk about a few things among others. I guess first and foremost I can talk about some stuff that wanted to sort of give like little shout outs to, well, not shout out, but just let you guys know I do have another channel. Well, I've had this channel for a while, called ramboraphfilms, and and just in case if people are wondering, I decided over there, if I do video game stuff, perhaps I'm gonna put it on that channel. So I did a part 1 let's play of a game called Extermination, which, damn it, I should have seen my bare legs. Should have just done this. Ah, my legs. But at least you can't see my nuts. Well, alright. Anyway. I'm playing this game for the very first time. I know the lighting. I'll put the link down below. Sorry about the lighting in that video, but uh, if you want to see more, let me know. If not, don't worry about it. But in case people are interested, I did a part 1 of this on my other channel, Rambo Rat Films. And that's probably why I'm not going to stick on this channel. This one's just going to be about movies and stuff. So that channel is going to be more about video games. So again, thanks to zunigajacob who sent me this. It's the very first time playing it. So I do a couple fuck ups and get pissed. I've only had part 1 up on there. And the link will be down below. Also want to give a shout out from my friend Mike, OCP. He has a channel called Shock Cinema Fi. And right now, if you're a fan of horror films and you're a fan of horror film trailers, you can check it down below, because right now he's uploading something called Terror Trailers, which is a collection of all the horror film trailers that came out in a certain year. So he has Volume 1, which is horror films of 1980, Volume 2, which is of 1981, Volume 3, which is 1982, and right now Volume 4, which is 1983. So if you are a fan of horror films and you're wondering, or if you're wondering one day, I wonder what horror films came out here or there, you can check out Terror Trailers. And, you can check out, okay, what came out in 1982 for horror films? And they're in one upload, so like the Terror Trailers of the 80s, Volume 3, 1982 is about an hour long. And he actually lists what trailers are in there as well. So that way, you know, anyone who's a fan of horror and you're wondering what to watch, you can watch those trailers and say, oh, that interests me, or that interests me, or that does, and so on and so forth. And those links will be down below as well. So I want to let people know about that. Let's see. I guess I could do my little DVD Blu-ray update right now. Again, it's only 3 things. One is Quigley Down Under. I really enjoyed this Western. This is a Western, I think I did see this when I was a kid, but I forgot all about it. But then I was at a pawn shop, not a pawn shop, but what the hell was that? It was a place called Stuff, which is kind of a pawn shop, but kind of not. It's kind of like if a pawn shop and Goodwill joined forces. Because, like, well, kind of, sort of, you put stuff there, like if you get rid of stuff, you give it to them, and then if it sells, you get a little percentage of it. But it's really not much, but it's better than nothing, which would be, Goodwill. So they a lot of times will have DVDs for $3, but the one that they have here, it was all scratched up, so it was pretty cheap online. And this was a fun Western with Tom Selleck, directed by a guy named Simon Windsor. Music by Basil Pelladores, who did the music for RoboCop. Alan Rickman from Die Hard is the bad guy. And Tom Selleck is really good, and he has his weapon, like this hardcore buffalo rifle. really, it's like he's a sniper in the whole West. Because he can shoot like 900 yards or something, and he with this rifle, it is kind of like he's a sniper of the old West. I thought that was really cool. And basically, he's a guy who gets a job in Australia. So he goes to Australia to work for Alan Rickman, but he thinks he's going to be protecting people from dingoes. But then Alan Rickman goes, "No, you're going to be hunting Aborigines." Tom Selleck doesn't like that, and he gets Alan Rickman's ass, throws him out of his house twice. But it's a fun movie. This is a fun Western. I would put this in that list of Westerns I really enjoy. Really enjoy Quigley Down Under. I'm a fan of Tom Selleck. And, of course, I'm a big fan of Runaway, so I really like that. And then let me get this tape off. Then I got this because it's a collector's edition of Species. Collector's edition. I don't give a fuck about sneak peek of Species 4. Not watching those sequels. Well, who knows, maybe one day, but not anytime soon. But yeah, this is a 2-disc. Just want to make sure there's no titties in there. Disc 1 has the commentaries. One commentary with Natasha Henstridge, Michael Madsen, the director. The second one with the director, the producer, and the visual and special effects creators. And then Disc 2, you have a couple featurettes. You have Engineering Life featurette, which is pretty... That's pretty useless. It's about real-life DNA. I'm like, don't start this shit like the Running Man DVD, please. I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck about making the movie. But thankfully, they have HRDDR work, him, actually see him creating some of the stuff. The making of Species, like how the writer came up with the concept, a little bit of the making of the film. You have little bits with Michael Madsen and Natasha Henstridge and the director Roger Donaldson. As well as back in the day, Alfred Molina, Forrest Whitaker, Ben Kingsley from back in the day. Design a hybrid featurette. Alternate ending, which isn't much, it's just a little quick thing. Little, like, Michael Madsen and the Mark Hildenberger sharing a kiss at the end. But it's a 2-disc. I wanted because I'm a fan of Species. I think Species is a fun movie. I am not a fan of Species 2. I really am not. I think at one time I'm like, it's okay. Because, you know, I had Michael T. Williamson, and he didn't die. But I don't know, just... I don't have Species 2, actually, so I'd have to watch that again. That's the only Species I have, is Species 1. And then finally, a good thank you to my friend Michael King. He got me this Joshua Tree. It was very kind of him to do so. So I do thank him for that. And I gave it a watch. And once again, Michael, thank you. That was very kind of you. I do have issue with Shout Factory itself. Because I like this, but I don't love it. I do have problems with this Blu-ray. It is a DVD Blu-ray set, and picture quality on the Blu-ray looks fine enough. I mean, I'm not a big aficionado. Like, I know my friends Michael and Aaron, they're much more better reviewing picture quality on Blu-rays, but I thought it looked fine. The issues I have is just a couple of nitpicks. One, this cover sucks. Why does Dolph look like he's stoned? He's either stoned or he's going to be like that guy. Remember Dawn of the Dead? Scott Reiner or whatever. Remember when, like, how he looked right before he turned to a zombie? That's kind of what Dolph looks there. It's like he's ready to turn to a fucking zombie. Why does he look like that? Like, I was like, why do I have that? It's like, see. He's like, what? See, I like this cover better, which is in here. I like that better. That's just me. Nitpick number 2 is the title. I like the title Army of One better. I like it better than Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree, I know the actual Joshua Tree. I know even the character has a tattoo of it, but it just makes me think of U2. That's all. It makes me think of U2. I like Army of One title better. And third, or whatever count it is, This is the alternate version of the film. This is the version where the ending is the shorter ending and the less satisfying because uh, in the Army of One DVD, there's an extra fight scene at the end where Dolph Lundgren's fighting these two guys, and he actually him using more of his martial arts at the end. While this is a short ending where he's just struggling with one guy, shoots him, punches the guy, ready to get arrested, and then he's let go and he walks off with the woman. But in the Army of One version, which they do have here in the alternate ending section, is the ending I like. So with the movie itself is the ending that I think is less satisfying. I should have known because it's a different title, but that's me being stupid. But the Army of One DVD, which I'm going to keep that DVD, that actually has the extended ending attached to the rest of the movie, where it's Dolph Lundgren actually fights these two guys and fights them in his extended fight scene, and then he punches shit out of the guy. He actually breaks one guy's neck, which isn't in this version, and I like the extended fight scene version, but that's only in the alternate ending. That's not as part of the movie. I didn't even think of that. There's a commentary with the director, Victor Armstrong, the producer, Andy Armstrong, which is his brother, which, I don't know, to be honest, I wasn't too interested in the commentary track. And then interviews with Victor Armstrong, Andy Armstrong, and Dolph Lundgren. It's about 24 minutes total. I don't know. It's better than nothing. It's okay, but there's not a lot of memorable stories, I guess, from the set, I guess, other than uh, they had a low budget, and I think Victor Armstrong worked with Dolph, because Dolph was in a tiny role in A View to a Kill. I think Victor Armstrong was on Universal Soldier, I believe. And I know Dolph Lundgren talks about this girl's legs. He's like, I died gives special mention to her legs, Tricia Alfonso. But I kind of wish, because The Red Scorpion by Synapse, that's a 24-minute interview with Dolph Lundgren himself. While here is 24 minutes shared with the brother and the director and his brother, and I was just, it's okay, but it's just okay. So overall, I mean, on one hand, I'm very glad to have this because Michael sent it to me. It was a great gift. It was nice to see the features, and the picture is better. And I would have wanted to get this anyway because I support, I like Shout Factory and I like Dolph Lundgren. But I would say the Red Scorpion Blu-ray by Synapse was better than this one. It was one of those weird ones I'm like, Shout Factory, it's cool that you did this, but why couldn't you have the other version, which I like, instead of have that ending in the alternate section? I think Dolph Lundgren, he doesn't have more to say about it. And there's this, in the featurette, there's this opening where this guy, you hear this voice. I don't know if this voice from back in the day, like it was some featurette from back in the day, this little Porsche at the beginning of this, or what? But this stupid motherfucker, and I call him that, says, you hear his voice saying, if Dolph Lundgren's first role as a leading man or something. And I'm like, first leading role as a leading man? The Punisher? Or hell, Red Scorpion? Masters of the Universe? Red Scorpion? The Punisher? Hello? I come in peace? You go in pieces? I don't know. I like Shout Factory, but I'm not going to suck their dick. I guess, but, it's still a great gift, though. But, I would have, if I was Shout Factory, I would have picked The Punisher or I Come in Peace, which I hope they're doing, and I hope it's better. I do hope it's better than this. I do hope. I Come in Peace, The Punisher, or Showdown Little Tokyo, I would have picked those before. Or Men of War, I would have picked before that one. But I really enjoy the movie. But I do have problems with it, is what I'm getting at. And I was going to talk about what I'm doing next, which is really quickly. I'm going to do Bigfoot movies. Why? Because why the fuck not? I saw some found footage Bigfoot movies. I think actually Bobcat Goldthwait's doing a found footage Bigfoot movie, really enough. But there's these two Bigfoot found footage movies. I saw them. Great. And I wanted to watch a couple other Bigfoot movies. Night of the Demon, Harry and the Hendersons, and some others. I see Abominable, which I enjoy. There's two other Lance Hamilton ones, Sasquatch and Sasquatch Mountain, but I couldn't find them to watch, so who knows. But either way, that's what will be coming next, because fuck it. But anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you later.